Welcome back, everyone. Firstly, I want to use this opportunity to thank every single person who are standing to dedicate their time to listen to the podcast show, The School of Heritage. And I also want to use this opportunity to thank every single guest who have decided to be a part of the show and also be of a support to keep the podcast show running. I want to honestly continue to deeply from the bottom of my heart thank every single one of you. We have gotten into a new year and we have begun a new journey. And this journey comes with triumphs, ups and downs. I, as a podcast host, is already facing my own. And I am bringing myself out today to come again, to come and give the sense of communication, dialogue, and also give some sense of episode that I think will be beneficial to every single one of you out there. As I usually say, my name is Temitopa Adegoke, and I am the podcast host of the School of Heritage, and it is dedicated to personal growth and healing, whereby a lot of guests have come in, share their stories, and also give powerful insights that will build our life and also make us better in the coming future. It is a chance for us to learn from people and also be in the position to also give the sense of insight that can help us grow and also become a better person in the coming future. I will be going to a single episode today because this week was a very last weekend was a very tough uneasy one for me. But I decided and I was able to bring out a episode out for every single one of you to also learn from. And the name of the guest is Mrs. Deborah. Mrs. Deborah, she is a leadership, a life, and a business coach. And I had the opportunity to be with her because of the experience she have in how we can actually deal with life with more wisdom, how we can live a more calmer and also a more quiet life, to be more wiser, to make some certain type of decisions. And she also made us understand because despite the world that we find ourselves, she is a woman who bring a profound insights regarding the saints, whereby she said, for 40 years, she been trying to figure out how she can please people. She's trying to do a lot of things just to make people get her to be recognized. But she realized that in this life that we find ourselves, it is not really it is not really the case. And despite it not being the case, we should be in the she was in a position when she was in her 50s. That is when she started to become a coach and to also make people understand this experience she had. She realized, and also I also agree with her, that in the life we found ourselves, most of the situation we have in life is not the situation we are meant to deal with. Let us have it as an instance. Let me give you an instance. I have an headache. But do you believe that that headache I am having, by the time I use paracetamol, as we usually do, the headache can still come back again? What is the root of the headache? What is actually causing the headache? And that is where Mrs. Deborah really drive to. She drives to self-image and our self-worth as well. There are a lot of things that drive us to the point of fear, drive us to the point of thinking in the wrong way, and also making some certain decisions that are not right for us. And those are the things that we actually first deal with. If we are able to deal with these little things, then we will be in the position to make things more better for us and also heal those situations we have right at the front of us. It's a beautiful episode where you will learn one or two insights on how we can build our self-image and actually use those things that we built as a source of healing for a lot of things that we have on board. And also, despite this episode that I am brought out today, in recent last week, I am definitely dedicated to bring out more for every single one of you. I also encourage you. There are about 300 episodes on the podcast show where you can learn from every single guest. There is no episode that is old. Despite the experience they've had, they brought out a very profound and powerful insight that can be of help to every single one of you out there. I also want to again appreciate every single person who have been dedicating their time and also doing what they know they can to actually impact the world and also make the world better in a better place in the world we find ourselves. And also, if you have any question or any addition in regards to my podcast show or I as the podcast host, I am always in all ears. Lastly, in the observation of the week, in this life, I have to be honest with every single one of you. We need to be very, very, very wise to make some certain type of decisions. There are some times in life we are supposed to be in the position to actually speak on some situations. We should be in the position to say yes or no. But just because of the wisdom, we just need to keep quiet and just see how things flows. That doesn't mean we are dense. That doesn't mean we don't know what we are doing. But it shows the sense of wisdom. Because by the end of the day, we could get ourselves into a very deep trouble. We need to be very patient. No matter the kind of community or no matter the kind of people we surround ourselves with, we should be very, very, very patient enough to understand and know the kind of people you are dealing with. Despite you knowing the kind of people you are actually dealing with, you should also try your best to make sure you do not make some aggressive decisions that can cause a lot of issues in the coming future. We should be more wise to know when to speak and not to speak. And we should also be wise enough to make some certain decisions that will not cause serious damage into our soul and our life as well. I also want to let you guys know that we'll see you next week. I also appreciate you. I will see you next Sunday. I will bring out more discussions. If there is any new episode on the podcast show, I'll be here to discuss more about it and make you all understand better in regards to what I am doing. It is definitely not a easy task. I've been dedicated to do this on earth till I pass on, and I definitely want you all to be of her to actually listen to